everybody, Alex Craig, Memphis Turnkey TV. We're out here at one of our premier properties, really the premier property in our offering. There's a term in our industry called A class, B class, or C class, the way properties are ranked. And this property is above and beyond an A class. This is your premium investment property. It's 61 South Mendenhall. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath property, over 2,700 square feet. It's got a swimming pool in the back. We've got a tenant ready to move in the house at $2,700 a month. And when you're in a neighborhood like this, you dictate how the lease is going to go. And 2-year leases are the minimum that we take. It doesn't take a long time to rent out these houses. Outstanding looking house. Let's go inside and tell you what we've done. This is the largest renovation we ever did. It's $88,000 and counting. So let's go inside and take a look and see what $81,000 will do for you. All right, let's come on inside, see what $88,000 will get you. This is a great looking room right here. Obviously, we redid all the floors. The floors are extremely distressed. We refinished the floors. Most of our rental houses, even in the best of all neighborhoods, what we would do for window blinds would put in maybe a little bit higher end over what a spec rental blind would look like. In this neighborhood, you go above and beyond. We did plantation shutters in this house. It really just brings it up to what the spec of this neighborhood looks like. All right, we put ceiling fans in the living room, and one thing that we did, we updated all the electrical, all the outlets and switches are updated, and actually all of the electrical in the entire house is updated. We had permits pulled and we brought it up to the Shelby County building code of today's time. All the rooms have hot wired smoke detectors and fire alarms in there. Coming through the living room is the dining room. We've actually owned this house for a couple of years, and these are the original paint colors. This is what happens when you get a house in a premium neighborhood. The tenants did this. They painted the house when they moved out. They touched up the paint they already did, and we loved the colors, and we kept it. And so here we are in the dining room. We hung the electrical fixture right here, very nice and decorative. Now let's show you the bedrooms. Back to the living room. Obviously, we redid the floors here, and we'll talk a little bit more about what we did to this bedroom, but we expanded upon this bedroom, and when we talk about what we did in the kitchen, it'll make a little bit more sense. But this is a huge first bedroom. All right, right across the hall from bedroom 1 is bedroom 2. Again, we put new doors throughout the entire house, new doorknobs, updated the closets, ceiling fan. Again, every room is hardwired to the smoke detector fire alarms, the plantation shutters. And then we're going to go into leaving bedroom 2, going into the master bedroom. And this is where a big chunk of the renovation was. Let's go check it out. All right, on the way to the master bedroom, we'll check out the guest bath. Again, like I said, this is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. This is one of the first full baths. Granite countertop on the vanity, ceramic tile, great looking color in here, decorative fixture, looking right onto the deck. And let's go look at the master bedroom. And again, this is where a lot of the work was done. We actually, where the bathroom was a little bit further to the left. We pretty much, when we started out this house, we pretty much bought the 4 walls of the house and we changed the redirection. So right behind us, when we look at the master bath suite, that was not there. It was just a small, your ordinary run-of 1950s small bathroom. By knocking out some walls, moving some plumbing around, we made an incredible large master suite. But anyways, the master bedroom, very nice size, decorative doorknobs on the closets, plantation shutters, nice fan. And walking into the master bath suite, again, bedroom and kitchens and baths, what sells houses these days. So here we got a little area where somebody want to get ready for maybe going out at night on the town, and you got granite countertops. We put these fixtures in, cabinets, double sink, granite countertops, electrical fixtures, recessed lighting, jacuzzi tub. This is a nice little added decorative feature right here, kind of a nice finishing touch of the ceramic tile. And then real popular these days, and rightfully so, is having a huge stand-up shower, Did a little decorative finish on it, and an incredible master bath, very consistent with what's demanding for a neighborhood like this. All right, back down the hallway, we're going to go through the living room again, through the dining room, and into the kitchen. All right, let's go into the kitchen. This is where a lot of work was done. When we bought the house, right here, there was a wall going all the way across. This was what they call a galley-style kitchen. It was really popular during the time when this house was built in 1952. As anybody that knows anything about real estate, it's kitchen and baths that sell houses these days. So what we did is we knocked out this wall, and in this room was a whole separate room that there was an entry to that room right there. So we blocked off the entry right there, and when we walk further through the house, we'll see that we moved the bedroom and actually expanded the first bedroom. So this turned into a wide open kitchen slash hearth room out onto the deck. You've got your fireplace here, so you can imagine this is a great kitchen area for entertaining, and this is definitely what is accepted, what people look for in today's houses. And when you're in a neighborhood like this is what gets you the high dollar when you turn around and sell it one day. So we've got granite countertops right here, little workstation over here with the granite countertop, GFI receptacles throughout, decorative lighting hung, oil bronze fixture, and all stainless steel appliances. So if you think from a tenant situation, there's very few houses to rent in this kind of, with this kind of renovation that's done. The stainless steel appliances, that's unheard of for rental. No wonder it rented so fast. Let's go on through to the sunroom. Right off the kitchen is, in my opinion, this is the greatest room in the house. This is where the entertainment happens. We put a concrete stained floor in here. It looks incredible. It's a very popular look these days. If you're a landlord, it's ideal because these floors are practically indestructible. When our last tenant moved in, all we did was put a coat of sealant on it, and it brings it right back to a shine. We did on the wet bar right here, we put a concrete stained sink. I'd never seen that before, but the individual that did the flooring recommended we do it, and it looks fantastic. Got an old bronze fixture, a faucet in there that's very popular for today. And here's your half bath. It's not huge, just your typical half bath, but if this is an entertainment room, it's great to have a half bath where you're not going, your guests don't have to go back to the main living area of the house. There's a laundry area behind that door, and then right out these glass double doors is your swimming pool. And we'll get into swimming pools and rental properties after we do the walk through the video. But for this house, it absolutely helped it. So let's go outside. All right, here we are in the backyard where the pool is, right off that great room of entertaining. It's a fiberglass pool, very low maintenance. When we renovated the house, we put a new pool pump in. That should be good to go. It's a great area to entertain people. And like I said, we'll talk more about pools and rental houses after this video, but absolutely helped us rent the house and rent it quick. Let's go take a look at the rest of the backyard. Here we are in the backyard. There's a custom deck. You probably saw that from the video shoot of the kitchen, but just like I said, it's a great backyard. You've got area to entertain and relax off the kitchen. You've got your pool on one side of the backyard. All around fantastic house. Perfect renovation for the neighborhood. We really put in a lot of money, but we also gave this house a lot of value. So that's Alex Craig, Memphis Turnkey TV. We walked through the house. Now Jeremy and I are going to talk about this property, the investment as a whole, and why having a property like this makes sense for your portfolio.
All right, Jeremy Veltman, Alex Craig. Alex just took you on a tour of 61 Mendenhall, and now we're going to talk briefly about some of the reasons why a house like this would make sense. It's not your average, ordinary, run-of-the-mill investment property. It's a lot larger, a lot of upgrades to a property like this, really a retail standard in East Memphis. And the price tag is a little bit higher too, typically 2 to 3 times higher than what we normally would sell a house for. However, there are a lot of benefits to having a property like this in your portfolio. So just tell people for a minute, what are some of the advantages of adding a property like this to your portfolio?
Well, there's a lot of advantages, and we'll just hit on a couple, but you have equity in the house. There's comps around this house that are owner-occupant sales that are selling anywhere between $300,000 to $1 million. We think this house is worth about $290,000. The tax assessor says about $344,000. but there's equity in the house. That's really important because in today's rental market, you don't always get equity when buying your rental properties.
Now talk about the rental history of this property. You've had it for a few years now. How well has it stayed rented?
It's, you know, the first time we put it on the rental market, it rented out in 30 days. The tenant fulfilled their 2-year lease, and then we rented it out again when we put it back on the rental market another 30 days, and we had another tenant that's getting ready to move in at $2,700 a month. And the reason this house rents out quick, it's demand. Everybody thinks that you have a rental property, if you've got a tenant that can pay $2,700 a month, that they automatically want to be a homeowner. But not everybody's ready, there's different circumstances. So there's a demand for high-end rental homes. There's not a lot around here. If you need a house that rents for $850, you can go to just about any area in any major market and probably have 10 to 15 homes to choose from. In an area like this, our tenant at this time had 3. So there's a demand for high-end homes, and the demand is a higher-end tenant too.
Yeah, talk a little bit about the tenant. What type of tenant would a house like this attract?
We're definitely going to get professional. You know, we've got a track record, our second tenant moving in. Both professional tenants, or no, I'm sorry, not professional tenants, they were individuals in the professional world making very good income, families moving into the property. So you get a little higher end, sophisticated tenant with more earning, a little more net worth.
Now we talk about cash flow, you know, you invest for cash flow. You can certainly get cash flow on a property like this.
Mm-hmm.
The real advantage is upside equity potential and multiple exit strategies. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, the exit strategies with a lot of rental properties in today's market is basically if you want it out in 5 years, you're selling to another investor probably at a loss. Now, we never suggest getting out of the investment that early. If you're going to make the commitment to being in a rental property, we do suggest staying in for a long period of time, especially with the rates the way they are today. But an exit strategy here, could be selling to another investor, but also you've got the huge pool of individuals wanting to make this their home. So that's a very good exit strategy, especially since you're creating equity. In a premium property, there is going to be equity growth in it. I know the Memphis market, like the back of my hand, I live around this particular house. And any premium property, just about, you're probably looking at some equity in this market.
Yeah. Finally, talk about the schools. A big question, we get that a lot. In a property like this, because of the location, what kind of schools are around here, and how could that affect the longevity of keeping it rented?
Well, in an area like this, an added bonus is the best school in the city is in this district. But the tenants typically moving in here, there's a lot of prestigious private schools in the area, and that's typically where the kids around here go. But the added bonus is you do have a fantastic school. So if somebody wants to move in and send their kid to White Station, which that's where this house is district in, that's just an added bonus.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Alex, thanks for taking the time to show us around this property. 61 Mendenhall in East Memphis, fantastic property. You know, there's a lot of potential with a deal like this. Not your average rental property, but you add a property like this to your portfolio, it can certainly give you both ends of the spectrum. You can get the you know, some of the lower end ones for cash flow, which we don't really specialize in as much. But you know, a property like this, you add it to your portfolio. Yes, you're going to get cash flow, but more importantly, you're going to get a great location, you're going to get a higher quality tenant, and you're going to get a better history in terms of keeping it rented, and potential upside on the back end in terms of selling it on a retail market. So, Jeremy Velman, Alex Craig, Memphis Turnkey TV. Thanks for watching, guys. If you'd like more information, visit us on our website, memphisturnkey.com, or click on the link at the bottom of this video and see some more of our listings. And we'll see you guys on our next deal.